What's going on? A lot of you may be wondering, what do I mean? How Ark is like after getting wiped, after building up this massive base with massive walls and massive turrets, just to be offlined by a guy in a tech suit, right? Or the alphas that sit on top of a mountain. What I mean is, no editing, I'm not gonna edit this because I want it to be raw, and I think this is creative. What I mean is how it's like being back on the beach with dodo birds standing next to you, wondering, what is your next journey? And how do you pertain this? Because this is a very difficult spot, and where Ark Ascended is currently laying in. You're currently on one map, and usually there's about 3 big tribes. These are the 3 big tribes, and where you stand as a solo player or even any small tribe is honestly in between these mountains of tribes, and there's not really much you can do because Wildcard took away the rat holes within the mountains. All these rat holes that were found in these pillars of success were inevitably erased. Even recently, the minimal rat holes that they did have are gone. So in this series, ultimately, let me erase all this. I will be trying to make daylight and sunshine out of, Ark Ascended. I don't know what the logo looks like, but this is Ark Ascended, and this is their fan base. Oh, probably about 2 people, including me. And then the big tribes that stand on the mountains and say, pay rent. Pay rent. You guys know what that means, pay rent. But this is all that we're gonna be doing in the series. At this point, you may be wondering, what are you even watching? What you're watching is the trials and tribulations of a solo player that is just trying to have fun but can't stop getting wiped. And obviously, when you first start off Ark, you need a refining forge. You need an Inky. Right here. Here's my Inky. This is the Inky. You need an RG to grab the Inky. And a whole bunch of shit like that. Ark is honestly a really boring game. And this is just what I want to demonstrate as a solo, trying to have fun and play the game. Because we're not allowed to do that. But to do this, we have to go through the boring part. So, just either sit through it, or come back when things get a little bit more exciting. Could be some over here. I need to make some. At this point, you may be wondering why I don't hear my PT getting absolutely banged on right now. And that is because with my OBS, I'm playing with no volume the whole time. I wish I could hear, but I can't. So that thing getting beat on while I'm leaving the scene, and a lot of people are probably like, try, or are you just letting it get beat on? So keep in mind throughout this series or video, or however far this solo goes, I will be playing with absolutely no audio. After watching this video, I've concluded that the game is done and it cannot be saved. There's no more further return, and I wasted 4 hours of my life just to get to a cryo fridge. And then I flew by a base that probably hasn't been touched since the game came out. So I've come to the conclusion that Ark is just cooked, and it's time to move on to different games. I've been playing this game for well over 5 years, and it's not worth it. I'm doing the same shit I did 5 years ago, and there's no servers. It's a waste of time, and I think after editing this video, which was a couple hours of footage, and seeing what I progressed to, really makes me rethink things, because I played this game solo when it first came out. I did not record it. I got all the way to damn near tech solo to get wiped by an elf on a mountain, which is what you see in the beginning of the video. And if this took me a couple hours to get, how much time did I spend grinding the game just to get wiped when I could be putting my time towards something useful? And do I love this game? Yes, unfortunately I do, but the reality of it is it's a dead game. I mean, PvE has more players than PvP right now. PvE players love the Ascended. People hate Ascended from PvP, but I don't think the game's going to change at all. It still ran off of politics unofficial. There's just a lot of things there that I think it's done. I mean, Arc 2 might be better, but Ascended is really not a different game. It is a different game, but the politics still run official. Maybe MTS will save the game if MTS comes out and they do a great release, which I don't think they will do until there's cross or more maps available. But if MTS, I think that's the only hope for this game, to be honest. So if you probably didn't make it this far, but if you did make it this far, I appreciate you watching this shitty video on what the game really is for someone who is... I have around 6,000 hours, but I would say I'm a casual because I used to play a lot back then, but now I don't play as much at all. But I think the game is done. The only people that enjoy the game, well, they probably don't even enjoy it, are the people that have a base that's untouchable right now. But again, I think the game is done until MTS or somebody saves it, because what they've done with official servers and one map, it worked the first time with this Evolved, because people were not scaling to the point where Ark is now. You drop one map, boom, 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 lock it. Not like Ark was a different game back then, and for them to release it with the knowledge players have now is just not. It's not efficient. You know, it's not. I actually might make a new video covering what the things I hate about Ascended are. Honestly, this makes me want to do that. So, for now, I'm going to drop the shitty video and see what happens. But, yeah. Peace out, man.